Good evening everyone, and welcome to Gundam News, where we once again got some new Gunpla releases, including the final batch from Bandai's Hobby New Item info thing. And it's not just the final batch for Gundam, it's the final batch for their other lines as well. Last time there was still to be continued at the bottom of some of the pages, but that is now gone. So we should have all of Bandai's retail releases happening between now and September. For Gundam though, the announcements were a bit... and it really makes me wonder why these weren't announced alongside the rest. Releasing in August is the Ukiyo-e package version of the entry-grade RX-78-2, the entry-grade Wing Gundam, and the entry-grade Strike Gundam. The RX-78-2 and the Strike go for 1,430 yen each, 9 US, and the Wing goes for 1,760 yen, 11 US. And all of their deals are basically the same. The base kit is identical, including the colors, but it now comes with a new set of stickers and a fancy limited edition box, both styled after Japanese ukiyo-e art. The RX-78-2 has a Mount Fuji and Sakura motif, the Wing Gundam has a blue eagle, and the Strike Gundam has crashing waves. Now, let's have a closer look at their box arts. Last week, Bandai unveiled their amazing new logo for Bandai Hobby, which is like the new name for the subdivision that deals with the model kits. The new logo is not that great. It almost feels like a bootleg logo, and Bandai's B looks more like a K. And so of course, the question came up, is this new logo gonna replace the old one? Because apart from our, opinion on the logo, whether or not we like it, it is drastically different, which is not that great for brand recognition, which is definitely something you want. And well, we have our answer now. Both the new and the old logo will be on the boxes going forward, meaning that on the front alone, we will have 4 different logos telling us that this thing is made by Bandai, just to be sure. In the top right corner, we've got the Bandai Namco logo. In the bottom right corner, we've got the older blue Bandai logo and the new Bandai Hobby logo. And then in the bottom left corner, we have the Gunpla logo, which includes the text Bandai Hobby Center Quality. You think it's made by Bandai? Anyways, on to the Hololive collaboration. Last weekend, Gundam had a booth at the Hololive Super Expo 2026, and alongside it, they told us exactly what we could expect from this collaboration. Part of it is, of course, model kits. There's a Hololive colored real grade RX-78-2 version 2.0, and then 6 Hololive VTubers also got their own personal unit, again as a real grade. So some of them definitely got a better model kit than others. Hosho Marine has a red Cross-Zone Gundam X1, Rindo Chihaya a monochrome Banshee Norn, Shirakumi Fubuki a white and black Exia, Hoshimachi Suisei a blue Sazabi, Sakura Miko a pink new Gundam, and Hakui Koyori got the Freedom. And based on the image, we can unfortunately tell that it is the old Freedom Gundam and not the upgraded GCP version. Man, I feel for her. The Freedom was a cool kit back when it first came out, but just as so many other early real grades, it really did not age well. And it makes me wonder, did they get to pick their own mobile suit, or was it assigned to them? I don't know enough about the others, but Sensho's unit is definitely the perfect fit for her. Not only is it a pirate-themed mobile suit, but the series it's from is also pretty old. And if building model kits ain't your thing, you can get the promotional images of the model kits as an acrylic stand. They're really just putting anything on acrylic stands these days, aren't they? You'll also be able to get the collaboration logo as an acrylic stand, which you'll also be able to get on a t-shirt. And that still wasn't everything. They also showed off an Ichiban Kuji logo and the prototype for a Metal Robot Spirit's new Gundam Sakura Miko version. All of the details though, like the price tag, the release date, etc., will be coming soon. Other than the merchandise then, they also announced that they'll be producing collaboration songs with music videos, a mini story consisting of multiple episodes, potentially even more events, special collaboration costumes that will then be turned into even more merchandise, other members joining in as well at a later date, and even a game? Now, just as with the Gunpla, all of the things that I just said is literally everything that we know about these collaboration things that they are planning. The word game only appears in text in the video and they don't talk about it at all, nor is it further elaborated upon on the official website. So while it is not impossible that they're going to be making a brand new game based on this collaboration, I think it's unfortunately much more likely that it's going to be some kind of collaboration with an existing game like G Generation Eternal. That game is just perfect to have custom colored mobile suits integrated into. They could even make a special stage with a little storyline attached to it. Worst case scenario, they do something with the metaverse. Back when they had a collaboration with Hatsune Miku, they did something with the metaverse, and while it has been a while since we've heard anything about it, it is always the quietest right before the storm. But let's end this segment on a more positive note. Which other Hololive member do you want to see as part of this collaboration, and with which mobile suit? I'm going for Korone and a Baku or a Lego. They might not have a real great like the rest of the featured mobile suits, but the match is just too good to pass up. Also, I'll have that promotional video linked down below. It's only been up for a couple of days, and it's already one of the Gundam channel's most viewed videos. Meanwhile, over at the figures then, we got announcements on both ends of the price spectrum. Slated for a July release, we've got the third lineup of Capsule Index and a non-numbered release for Mobile Suit Ensemble, which is simply listed as Mobile Suit Ensemble GQUX. So the Capsule Index figures are static little figures, and their mission statement, so to speak, is to act as an encyclopedia inside of a capsule. And for 400 yen a spin, $2.50, you can add the Zai Gundam, the Gustav Karl Type 00, the Destiny Gundam Spec 2, and the White Gundam to your little encyclopedia. The GQUX Mobile Suit Ensemble set then goes for 700 yen a spin for US, and I can see why it doesn't get a number and is just called the GQUX set. Usually, ensemble sets have 4 different mobile suits and 1 option part set, but here we're only getting 2 mobile suits with 3 option sets. I think this might just be the first time that we're getting more option sets than mobile suits. But so, you can get the GQUX Endymion Unit Awakened version, the Red Gundam, Weapon Set A, which comes with 2 bits and a non-awakened GQUX head, Weapon Set B, which comes with another 2 bits and the Gundam Hammer, and Weapon Set C, which comes with yet another 2 bits, 2 Red Gundam Beam Sabers, the Tomonosuke Heat Hawk, and a GQUX Beam Saber. Also for the bits, you can either put them on the little action bays that they come with, or you can attach them to the Red Gundam. So while this set might not have that many mobile suits, it does at least have a lot of play value. Moving on to August, you can gacha for the MS Mechanical Bust DX Unicorn Gundam Unit 2 Banshee. For 800 yen a spin, 5 US, you can get 2 different armor sets, being the Banshee in either Unicorn mode or Destroy mode, which you then have to combine with the frame set to make a full figure. So you will need at least 2 pulls to get a full figure. And as a finishing touch, the frame set also has an LED, making for a really cool light up function. And finally in September, we're getting the most expensive figure by a long shot, the 1/4 scale B-style Rain Mikamura bunny version, which can be yours for 39,600 yen, 249 US. We got our prototype half a year ago, and now we can finally see what the finished product will look like. It definitely is an eye-catching figure, and I would say that they absolutely nailed her face. As for her outfit, it is a very interesting combination of a bunny girl suit and the trace suit that she wears in the anime. So again, it makes for a very eye-catching figure that I'm sure is also a great conversation starter. Other than the figures then, they also announced some more miscellaneous merchandise, like this Universal Century stuff that will be available at the Gundam base and standard Japanese retailers. You can get the OG Gundam, Char Zaku, the Zeta Gundam, the Hyokushiki, the new Gundam, the Sazabi, the Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode, or the Sinanju as an acrylic keychain for 1,100 yen, 7 US, or as an acrylic stand for 1,650 yen, 10 US. Also, there's an OG Amuro, Camille, Char's Counterattack Amuro or Benager sticker for 550 yen, a little over 3 US, and a clear file featuring screenshots from either the OG Gundam, Zeta Gundam, Char's Counterattack, or Unicorn for 440 yen, a little under 3 US. And all of these items are slated for a late March release. And from March the 20th until the 29th, you can snag some cool Gundam Manhole merchandise, which will be available from a dedicated pop-up store in Odawara. They'll have a twin magnet set for 1,100 yen each, 7 US, rubber coasters for 1,650 yen each, 10 US, metal keychains for 1,980 yen each, 12 US, stickers for 440 yen each, 3 US, and a tote bag for 3,300 yen, 21 US. From Hathaway's Flash then, we got a really cool new trailer called the Battlefield Experience trailer. It's like ASMR, but with warning beeps, missiles being launched, and beam rifles being fired. They even recommend you to wear headphones, just like a real ASMR video, and it really does make a difference, by the way. And while you're watching Hathaway's Flash videos, why not immediately check out the official AMVs for Senrin's Last and Delusion songs, all of which I'll have linked down below. For the people watching Cersei in Japanese cinemas then, this week's freebie is an original illustration card made by the CG director Takayuki Masuo. And if you still want to watch more Hathaway's Flash things, then from the 7th, a Hathaway's Flash video has been added to the lineup of the life-sized Unicorn Gundam statue. And from the 14th, a different version will be added to the lineup of the new Gundam statue, the life-sized new Gundam statue. At the Unicorn Gundam, the Hathaway version will play at 7 PM, and at the new Gundam, the Gigi version will play at 8:30 PM. Meanwhile, on the gaming front then, in Gundam Battle Operation 2 for the PlayStation and on Steam, the Hajiro Boshi has joined the fray, and in both UC Engage and SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, they celebrated Zaku Day, which by the way is also Miku Day. In Japanese, 3 can be read as Mi or Za, and 9 can be read as Ku. So March 9th can therefore become either Zaku or Miku. Which is then also why on this day you'll see more Miku art and Zaku art, and sometimes even a combination of both. In UC Engage then, they're celebrating this day with a bonus battle event, while in SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, they've got a special Zaku Day stage. For the rest, UC Engage also has a Blitz mission and a new unit assembly for the UR Shima Garahau and her UR Gerbera Tetra, and in SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, the big thing is the OA Themes Team story event, which will be launching tomorrow, and is of course bundled with new units like the SSR Apsaras 3 and Aina Sakhalin, the SSR Gundam EZ8 and Chiro Amada, the UR Goof Custom EX version and Norris Packard, and the UR Psycho Haro EX version. That's quite the unit, and also going live tomorrow is their collaboration with Gundam Ensemble, and last week, players also got an SSR Julia Sugam and 300 diamonds to celebrate Cersei's 6th week. As for the things you could get this week then, we started on the 6th with a new set of Carddass cards featuring characters in mobile suits from Iron-Blooded Orphans' 1st and 2nd season. One package of 3 cards will set you back 200 yen, a little over $1, and there's 35 different cards to collect. Next up on the 9th, we got 2 new sets of Gashapon figures. First up, you could get the first lineup of the new Gashapon Senshi set. Going for 300 yen a spin, 2 US, there's the Zai Gundam, the GQUX Omega Psycho Active version, the Red Gundam, the Strike Freedom Gundam Type 2, the Infinite Justice Type 2, and the Zagok Freedom version, which you could get as either a red or a blue figure, or if you're lucky, you could get a full color version of the Zai Gundam, GQUX Omega Psycho Active version, and Red Gundam, making for a total of 15 different figures to collect. For 800 yen a spin, then 5 US, there's the Haro big size Narabundesu premium Gashapon. At 7.5 centimeters, these are relatively big for a Gashapon figure, and you can get the Haro in green, pink, and orange. Also, you can display them either in their ball form or with their limbs out. And finally, on the 11th, the Char's Counterattack Expanded Edition soundtrack was released. The set goes for 3,850 yen, 24 US, and acts as an addendum to the already released standard Char's Counterattack soundtrack. It comes with 2 CDs, as well as a jacket that can hold both the standard soundtrack and this new expanded edition. As for what's on the CDs, one has 11 unreleased tracks, and the other has all of the tracks, but synchronized to the movie, so basically it allows you to watch the movie again, but through music. For this week's reading material then, there was the spring issue of Great Mechanics G, featuring a lot of mobile suits from the Sorcery of Nymph Circe, as well as a special on the 40th anniversary of Double Zeta Gundam, the new Gundam edition of Gundam Weapons, featuring 45 years of new Gundam Gunpla, and we also got the new collector's editions of Gundam Wing Blind Target and Episode 0. For this week's apparel news then, Strict G kicked things off with a collaboration with Edwin, Japan's leading producer of jeans. So of course, included in the lineup is some denim. For 17,600 yen, 111 US, you can get one wash or medium use jeans with a Haro. For 9,350 yen, 59 US, you can get straight up a Haro made out of denim. And for 8,800 yen, 55 US, you can get a dark blue t-shirt with 2 different Haro inspired designs. And all of these items will be available in physical Strict G stores on the 14th. Which is also when the Strict G FAP Circe t-shirts will become available. For 6,380 yen, 40 US, you can choose between a black Zai Gundam t-shirt or a dark blue Penelope t-shirt, and both of them are described as American casual style with a used look. And on the 28th, you'll be able to get even more Hathaway's Flash things from physical Strict G stores, including more t-shirts with the Zai Gundam and the Penelope. These go for 8,800 yen, 55 US, and they feature an embroidered design that is identical to the one that was on those Skajan jackets that we covered last week. And for 12,100 yen each, 76 US, you can pair them with a ripstop jacket available in either Mafty Navy with orange accents or Zai Gundam Charcoal Grey with light blue accents. Or you can go for their collaboration with Kushitani, famous for their motorcycle gear. Again, we've got some Mafty designs, but now we've also got some Char designs. There's a Char or Mafty Rebro hoodie for 26,950 yen, 170 US, a Char or Mafty track jacket for 25,850 yen, 163 US, a Char polo shirt for 14,300 yen, 90 US, a Char or Mafty flow shirt for 6,380 yen, 40 US, a Mafty hip bag for 23,100 yen, 145 US, and a Char or Mafty neck tube for 440 yen, 28 US. And finally for Strict G, releasing in physical Strict G stores on October 31st, is this RX-78-2 Shield sleeping bag, made in collaboration with Nunga. As the name indicates, it is a sleeping bag styled like the RX-78-2 Shield, and it can shield you from the elements for 68,200 yen, 429 US. And now for something completely different. We might not have gotten any Bankore items this week, but that doesn't mean that we didn't get any other funky premium Bandai items. Like these Gundam Golf items that are slated for a September release. There's an RX-78-2 or Char Zoku 2 caddy bag for 77,000 yen, 485 US, a standard Zoku 2 caddy bag for 60,500 yen, 381 US, an RX-78-2 Char Zoku 2 or standard Zoku 2 round bag for 10,450 yen, 66 US, and a Haro Char Zoku 2 or standard Zoku 2 Golf head cover for 5,280 yen, 33 US. And then last but not least, we've got these Federation and Xeon identification styled pass cases for 1,650 yen, 10 US. They're slated for a May release, and their main intended purpose is to put your Japanese driver's license in. The case has a little window that lines up perfect with the picture on that driver's license, making it look like a Xeon or Federation ID card. And that has been all for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.